is hands down my favorite journaling activity, and it's actually the first one I learned on my journey. I've talked about it before. I'm gonna continue to praise this activity. Let me talk to you about gratitude journaling. I actually learned this journaling technique from the book The Secret. You may have heard of The Secret. It's many people's introduction into the law of attraction and manifestation. Make sure to stick around because I'm going to be telling you about another book from this series and how I'm going to give you a free copy. My name is Aaron. I am a certified life coach and I specialize in metaphysical techniques for self-care and personal development. Not only that, I believe in practical tools like journaling. This is my journaling series. If you haven't checked out my first video on why you really should be practicing journaling, you may want to go ahead and check that out. I'm gonna link that above. But throughout this series, I'm giving you other journaling techniques that you can try out. This one is gratitude journaling. Gratitude, the power of appreciation, is immense when it comes to self-care, personal development, and your well-being. These energies have the power to completely transform your life, to take you from a very negative place to a very positive place, from a very poor place to a very rich place, from a place of lack to a place of abundance. Gratitude and appreciation literally turn not enough into enough. Gratitude and appreciation, though, are amazing. They're going to improve your mood and your perspective. They're going to also help you open to new opportunities. Gratitude and appreciation can help you in harmonizing and improving your relationships with yourself, your relationship with others, and your relationship with the world around you, as well as creating increase and magnetizing your life. So what I like to do, the way that I practice, is I always open up to a fresh set of pages. So on the left side, I label this as gratitude now or appreciation now. And on the right side, I label this as gratitude intentions or appreciation intentions. What we're going to be aiming to do is to fill up both sides of the journal. I like to aim for at least 10 statements. I like to aim for about 10. So what you're going to do after you label your pages is bring yourself to stillness, and I like to just repeat to myself, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Over and over and over, allowing myself to open up to this feeling of gratitude and appreciation, to get a physical sense of it at the heart space or in the body, to allow this energy to come up. Sometimes if I have trouble making contact with that, a good thing to do is to think back to positive memories, times when you were smiling or really in the company of others, or were doing something that you were very proud of doing, something that's going to inspire that emotion to come up in the body. So that's the second step. The first step is going to be labeling. The second step is going to be saying thank you to yourself, allowing that feeling to come up. Then you're going to do your gratitude nows. So your gratitude nows are going to be things in your current life experience that you are appreciative for. So it could be something big, like a job promotion. It could be something small, like taking a shower or eating a meal or having a cup of tea. The things on your list are personal to you. It could be big, it could be small, it could be heavy, it could be light. Don't feel like it has to fit a certain mold. The only thing is it has to be something that you are appreciative or grateful for. And you are gonna write this in the present tense. So I'm gonna give you a template sentence that you can use. I am so happy and appreciative that, fill in the blank, because, fill in the blank. or I am so grateful that, or I am so grateful for. And you really do want to fill in the because as well. So you're writing these statements in the present tense. You're gonna write as many of them as you can. You're gonna be aiming for 10. The reason why is because those first 2, 3, 4 may fly right off the top of your head, but it's going to cause you and inspire you to dive deeper and to dig deeper. So many times when we are in negative spaces or things aren't the way we want them to be in life, we get in this repetitive pattern of complaining about something, seeing what we complain about, seeing more of that, only seeing that, then talking about what you're seeing. So now you're talking about all of the negative things you're seeing and you're complaining about them. And it just leads back around and back around like this negative feedback loop. And then the next thing you know, your life is really taking on the form that you are putting on it. So we use this same theme, we use this same concept in a positive way. The more you look around, big things, small things, whatever in your life you can be appreciative for, and you note it and you milk it and you enjoy it and you relish it, it trains your mind to be on the look for more beautiful, positive experiences, more opportunities, more blessings, more reasons, more signs. So this is what you are doing. You are constantly reminding yourself of all of the beauty that your life has and all of the different ways the divine is showing you keep going, and all of the positive things in your life that you are enjoying. Go ahead and write those down in the present tense. Then you get to the appreciation intentions section, or the gratitude intentions, whatever you want to call it. You're still going to be writing your statements in the present tense. I'm going to give you a different template sentence though.
Now, you know I'm here giving you the tips, tools, and techniques that you can use for your self-care and personal development journey. But have you ever wondered about the crystal jewelry that I wear in my videos? I make handmade crystal jewelry, crystal-coated incense, and Florida waters, along with digital products like the self-help workbooks in my Higher Alignment metaphysical shop. I'll put the link in the description box below. Go ahead and check it out. And now back to your tutorial.
You're going to use a sentence like, I am so happy and appreciative that now blank, or now that blank. I am so happy and appreciative now that blank, because blank. I am so grateful that now blank. I am so appreciative that now blank, because blank. So you're going to fill in both parts, and this is going to be the section where you're going to be focusing on things that you're attracting or bringing into your life, the things that you are manifesting, the things that you are shifting, the things that you are changing, the positive results of your actions that you want to see, the fruits of your labor. You're going to be writing those down on this side. So say you are looking for a new job, you're in the job market, or you are already in a place in your current job where you're like, you know what, I think it's time for me to make a change. A small thing you could do is put that on your gratitude intentions list. I am so happy and appreciative that I am now starting at a wonderful new job with great pay and great benefits, because this is the type of job that I truly want and truly deserve. So after you get done creating your list, what you're going to do is read each one out loud. You're going to read each one out loud to yourself, and after you read each one, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're going to say thank you 3 times, once again making contact with that physiological sensation of gratitude, of appreciation, of thanks, that tingling, that warmth, whatever it feels like for you. You're going to read each statement aloud and say thank you after each one 3 times. So now let me give you some tips and things that you can do to make this practice a bit more accessible or to make it more consistent for you. First thing is your wording and your perspective. Do not be cynical or sarcastic when you are doing your appreciation journaling or your gratitude journaling. I did experience this with someone who I was teaching this activity to. They would write things and the because would have sarcasm or be very cynical, and that takes away from the purpose of this activity. That's just going to magnify negativity. When you are doing this, if this is a journaling activity that speaks to you, if you're not the type of person to be very joyful and cheerful, I would say allow it to stretch you. Just open yourself to being honest, open, authentic, and doing the exercise with the intention of finding beautiful things, positive things, blessings that are already present in your life, and being honest about them. The next thing is to give yourself permission to repeat things from day to day. So I, for years, did this journaling activity almost every single day. And there were times where the first few things on my gratitude now or appreciation now, either the now or the intentions was the same thing day after day. So if that happens for you, it's okay. But do aim to find new things or things in your present moment, things in your current life experience during that day that are different than the day before that you can also note down or take down for your journaling. If you find that you want to do it every day, but it's taking you a long time to get through it, another thing that you can do is to break it up. If you're someone who carries your journal with you, then you can do some in the morning before you go to work or go to school. Maybe you do a few at lunch. You do some more when you come home in the evening. This allows you to keep the intention of paying attention to positive aspects of your life as you're going throughout your day, but it also allows you to take just a bit more time and break it up. So maybe that will make it a bit more accessible and feasible for you. And the next tip that I have for you is actually a suggestion. If you are someone who's into crystals, so I'm currently wearing a Hypers theme. If you're someone who's into crystals and this journaling activity speaks to you, be sure to check out my gratitude crystal technique. It's very similar to this one, and you can use your favorite piece of crystal jewelry. So if you're into crystals, be sure to check that one out. But let's go ahead and talk about next steps. Remember at the beginning of the video, I told you if you stuck around to the end, I was going to give you a suggestion. I learned this technique from the book The Secret, which was my and is many individuals' introduction into the law of attraction or manifestation. A friend actually gave me this book, and the appreciation or the gratitude journaling technique was listed in like a side note. I really enjoyed it and I allowed it to blossom into my life. If you have not checked out this book, check out the book The Secret. But what I want to suggest to you is the book The Magic. If you are into journaling and this domain of the law of attraction and gratitude and appreciation, this book The Magic, which is the third book in the Secret series, is a composition of daily activities. It goes on for I think 28 days. So 28 days in a row, you have a different activity that you can do that inspires the energy of gratitude and appreciation in your life. It also has gratitude journaling or appreciation journaling as a part of the program. Now, I am giving away 10 free copies. you may know, I have a group on Patreon called Sacred Sunday Space, as well as the Dark Art Self-Care series, and they are both centered around creating consistency in your self-care practice and actually engaging in a self-care practice. You can always at any time check out the schedule. We meet 2 to 4 times each month on Zoom. It's no cameras. You set up your own space at home, so even though it's a group, it's meant for you to feel like this is your time, because it is. Set up your space with your journal and your pen, your yoga mat, some pillows, a light blanket, and I guide you through a personalized self-care routine, and we do multiple activities, hit physical relaxation, mental relaxation, emotional relaxation. We practice mindfulness meditation and yoga nidra, yin yoga, and all sorts of activities. But for starting at $5 a month, if you join my Patreon, I'm going to give the first 10 people who join a copy of the book, The Magic. By joining my Patreon, you're not only supporting what I do here, but you'll be supporting yourself because you get access to Patreon exclusive practices, early YouTube releases. I take requests when I am creating new activities, new guided meditations for the channel, and you also get access to those live self-care practices. I'm going to include the link to my Patreon in the description box below. The next thing that I would suggest is implementing a mindfulness meditation practice. If you're not someone who's already into meditating, or you don't have a consistent meditation practice and you are open to trying it out, I would highly suggest first learning about the technique. I have a free 2-hour class, and I will include that link in the description box below as well. It's called the 10 Steps to Clearing the Mind with Mindfulness Meditation. I give you an overview of the technique, the historical background. I teach you the step-by-step method, and I show you how the mind goes from very active, overreactive, reactive, to calm, clear, and a mind that is free of thought. So you'll find the link to that class in the description box below. While you're down there checking out all of those resources, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. And in the meantime, in between time, here are 2 more that YouTube thinks that you would enjoy.